दे दे कौन टिकट का चाबू से नानी ऑलरेडी ऑर्डर हां खाई दे देबी कौन ଅଛି ଟିକେ ନା ଦେ दे दे गोटे छोटे Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, welcome to this webinar where we will be dealing with procrastination and we'll be doing a therapy of it so that it gets uninstalled from your mindset, right? It is something of a ritual today rather than a webinar or of my course. Of course, you will know more about this. I do a little of this installation in each of my class, and I welcome you all to this webinar. And I can see that many of you might have been at some other place where you might be spending your time, your evening, but you chose to be here. And that is a very, very encouraging sign. And I respect your time and your interest in this. And I promise you that this will be a very, very useful session today because it is on installation of a habit. So we'll install one habit which will counter your procrastination. So why procrastination? It will take 90 minutes of your time. So I would like you to take notes while listening to this webinar. And please pay attention. And of course, you will be greatly blessed to have this, because when I did this to me, I overcome one issue that I had. I had procrastination with my exercise, my workout. So that one I got over with. So that is why, so I did a 5-part of it. But today we will be dealing with just one part. So let us start with what is all this about. So let me share the screen. Let me make it full screen. So I'm a leadership growth mentor, and you will be knowing how I trained 18,000 professionals impacting 10 million lives so far. And it is a small life still if one does. And of course, I had been provided with some opportunities wherein I could do all those. I didn't have much of a roadblock. And even if those were there, I didn't mind. I just kept doing. I kept doing and kept on. So as a result of that, I executed about 4 very significant projects. And I, of course, work in the livelihood space. And I have 4 blueprints, which I'll be revealing through this webinar, which is basically a habit installation webinar. So, and who this is for? This is for mid-career professionals with 5 to 12 years of experience, feeling stuck and unfulfilled, right? And the assumption is that if you are a 5 to 12 years into work, you qualify to lead, a good leader, and you are a good leader with passion, motivation, skill, and taking responsibility. That is the assumption that we have, which means that you are motivated, you are growing. So what is there for you in it? When I'm bringing something for you, what is there? Be the person you are meant to be. So that is what you are meant to be. Be the one you need to be. Be your future being. Live on the edge. So when you are a growing person, you need to be welcoming change all the time, right? So do you realize this? If you realize the same thing, then please type yes in the chat. So that will make a lot of sense about your engagement, right? And yeah. So, but when I come to my experience has been with 5 to 12 years of experience of employees who are there. They face a myriad of issues. Now, those may be like, say, what are the reasons that you are on a back foot? You are stuck, you are sidelined, and when I see they are still defining a stress-free life, they come to me with all these questions. Let us see what all questions they have. Do I have a leadership ability? Am I the thought leader? Do I inspire? Is my long-term goal outlined? Am I trusted by teammates? Can I integrate global teams? Is mine an overarching commitment across team, organization, and the goal? Equality, inclusion, and empathy, whether I'm able to do, whether I'm able to get. Accessing inner gap, whether I am in touch with my own reality, with my own inner being, with my own inner aptitude and whatever I am here for. Passion and experience, how to maintain a joyful and stressless life. Developing leadership traits, tactical moves or strategic moves. Am I a change maker? Should I initiate initiative, strategic moves, whether I should be doing or should I wait for these moves to be taken, tactical moves? What strategic moves should I take? Do I invest? Do I invest in team building? Am I trusted by my team? Positive formulation, communicating with everybody, set intention, calling it a day. Innovative leader, how do I manage? So all this come, and what I gather from all those is you are feeling like you are thinking that this is a thankless existence. Some of you are in conflict and friction with your teammates. There is no growth, no breakthrough in sight, sidelined. And the last one is unutilized potential, right? So this is the summary of what all you think. But do you know, every leader is essentially a resourceful influencer. Everybody has that in him or her to give it the best and also to be the best, right? But procrastination stops him or her from being an achiever. You might not be a procrastinator, but this is the biggest factor, which is why stops these people. And if not in one aspect, it might be in other aspect. Like in my case, when it comes to say sending report, doing everything, doing team building, everything was in time. Everything has been in time, except for my workout. That is what I told you. So I was gaining weight, and that is how I recognize that procrastination actually plagues each of us in some way or other. So let us do this. So when we do this, shine through the weakness. So whatever weakness we have, we need to accept the weakness at first, then and there. If we don't accept it, it will continue, right? So let your genius shine. This is the four thing. Even if you have procrastination, if you recognize it to be your weakness, then what you can do is you can have your genius shine. You can design a chill attitude, how to be chill, even if there is something going amiss. Then sportively yours, as always. You are a sportive person all the time, and whatever there may be, even if it is procrastination in some areas, you are geared up for the Mount Kilimanjaro next. That is, as the famous master trainer, Mr. Blair Singer, he says about Mount Kilimanjaro, it is about one of the top most highest summit that it has. And it is very, very difficult to climb. But let us climb that also. We can plan for that as well, even if we are procrastinating today. The industry data says 87% of high school and college students are self-proclaimed procrastinators. They watch TV, they just hang out with people, they are in social media, like that. And it has increased from 5% to 26% during 1978 to 2016. So now please give me permission to tell me who I am. I was having this kind of problem, although it was not straightforward procrastination, but it was some attitudinal issue which led to procrastination, which is why I was in conflict with, when you have conflict with your leaders, or your teams, actually what you will do, you will delay things, right? So that is procrastination. You will not take the right action, the next right action. So when I started, I was like that, and I was into many problems with my teams, but suddenly something happened. Something in me shifted, and I, like I said, there are the opportunities came to me somehow. So these, actually, I had one good attitude. Like say, I always take the very, very difficult project in the organization. So that was the thing that I do. But how I would do or I would execute that one, I won't have any idea. Still, I take up that. So that is the proactiveness I show, as a result of which I could bag these 5 prestigious projects that you are seeing on the screen. I had to train, I had to enumerate 44 lakh women in 2 months of time for their for the opening of their bank accounts, for which I needed 18,000 volunteers whom I trained, and we could execute that work in 29 districts of Rajasthan in 2 months time. Then immediately after that, I got a Meghalaya CSC project, one e-governance project. In there also, in all the 7 districts of Meghalaya, I had to install 239 common services center, which would, those are basically kiosks, which will connect to the Shillong server, wherein all the data, the personal data of people are stored, and people could get utility certificates. And since Meghalaya has a very difficult terrain, I suggested data card, and we said to be installed. So I am not a very technical person, but because I interact a lot with people, with technical people, and I also support people in in the remote areas and in anywhere. Like say, if there is a problem, there has to be a solution, and I keep on interacting with a lot of people who actually suggest part of the idea. And because I was also using a data card at the time when I was in Meghalaya, so I thought that these kiosks can operate with the data card. So that was the second idea that I had. See, in Sikkim, I promoted 20 farmer producer organization, in which 20,000 farmer family were benefited and 1 lakh lives were impacted. Madhya Pradesh was a signature thing project wherein I trained about 1,000 volunteers, impacted 1 lakh lives, and the federation that we had created had 36 lakh corpus, which was operated by the same village women, and they won 17 awards, including 3 national awards. And recently, and now also, I'm engaged in affordable housing across India, but I started at the funny affected disaster hit coastal Orissa, and where I am working for these 2.50 lakhs households who had their houses destroyed during the funny, and they are homeless basically, right? And also, I am building the capacity of senior managements into 30 organizations who are pursuing these SDG goals. So in Madhya Pradesh, because I told that that was a signature project, I achieved recognition for the community, wherein here you can read the Manpur ka Bandhavgarh is a place which is situated in Bandhavgarh Tiger Reserve is situated in Manpur block of Umaria district in Madhya Pradesh. So these farmers were recognized by the then Chief Minister of Gujarat, Mr. Narendra Modi. And then these people chose hybrid mustard as part of their cultivation. And with this, they actually had their, they broke the state record in oilseed production and also enhanced their income. one of the lady who was working on micro capital formation. She won a CII award with a 1.5 lakh cash prize. And she was felicitated by the then industry minister, Mr. Anand Sharma. Another farmer won MS Swaminathan Research Foundation Award, and it brought recognition for me as well. I won the best story and also the best project manager, and in eloquent words, Mr. Vijay Mahajan, who is known for Indian microfinance, has praised me. You are an amazing person, Sangeeta. Your ability to come up with relevant innovations needed at the base of the pyramid, which I call as 14M innovations for the millions, is wonderful. But the world is full of smart street idea wallas. What distinguishes you is that you find resources on various platforms to try out the ideas, to pilot test them, and implement them, and hopefully scale those up. So the day I received this message, I felt like I won Nobel Prize. And this is with Professor Muhammad Yunus, who won Nobel Prize in the same area of microfinance, and he is from Bangladesh. This is a magazine wherein I was featured as one of the 33 women. I won a study tour to Canada because of my contribution, and recently Mr. Siddharth Rajsekhar, who is a digital educator, he has cheered the same poster that you can see, right? He has cheered me for my contribution in his community. And this is my mentor, who says that 50K or 5 lakhs, it becomes immaterial for you. Once you start training, people get value out of it. And this is just last week. Last week, I won the Freedom Finisher competition by Mr. Siddharth Rajsekhar, who is in the left. And so let us come to the course that I give. It has about 10 themes. One is managing challenges that you face everyday lives. You know the solutions also, but I have formulated some innovative solutions which actually I utilize. So those one I'll share with you, I'll train you. The second is emotional intelligence. The third is preparing mindfulness. Fourth is turning around a negative story to positive. Workplace cordiality, preparedness to change, and pursuing a passion, right? Procrastination remedies. So there are 5 parts. As I told you, there are 5 parts to procrastination remedies, which I have formulated. One is finding motivation to overcome procrastination, building self-discipline, managing time, change your thinking, reaching your goal. These you might have been listening to this kind of yarn from everybody. But is there an implementable and actionable process in which we can actually overcome procrastination? So let us start with the first one, finding motivation, and we will start installing our habits inside us, right? So this has 20 tricks, and I'll be slowing down during this when I'll be describing this. So you have to just meditate, focus, and take the words deep inside yourself. Ready? Let us start. So the first is make a deal with yourself. Your bio clock invariably works. Open your eyes, take the clock, check the mobile, Listen to the first audio that comes. If you decide to wake up at 4, definitely you are going to wake up at 4. When you wake up, open your eyes, check the clock, check the mobile, listen to the first audio that comes in your video, YouTube video. Plan the time to finally leave the bed. So still you are sleepy, you just plan that, take a decision that you will be leaving the bed just in another moment. That is the deal. That deal you make with yourself, that you will go back to sleep once you are out of bed and do your workout. Next, keep moving forward. Make a routine, cushion the decision, 30 seconds posture. This is the second thing that you will do. Because your mind will resist for you not to allow you to get up. It will always push you, give you reasons, thousands of reasons to go back to sleep. But make a routine, cushion the decision, 30 seconds posture. 30 seconds, just for 30 seconds, you try doing this. Each workout, each piece of the workout will do for 30 seconds. Right? If you have chosen five modes of workouts, for each workout, just be there for 30 seconds. Right? Leave yourself messages in the morning. It's a new day. Free your mind from the worries of yesterday. For today, certainly going to be a beautiful and bountiful day. Write the message. The same message. You can write. You can write that you have accomplished this goal. You can write that you can do this. You can write that you are a willful, determined person to be able to do this. Do this. It is a new day. You are a new person. You are thinking afresh. So while writing down, if your mind says that no, you cannot do, remind yourself that it is a new day. You are a new person in this morning and you are thinking afresh. You are determined to take a new jump, new leap towards progress, overcoming procrastination. Choose something for the day. That is the deal. Choose something for the day. Whatever message you choose, just write that message down. For this day, you can write a very separate message, whatever comes to you or whatever you feel like writing. It is a unique day. Don't hit the snooze button. When you decide all this, when you're writing down your message, when you are deciding on your workout, you will see that you are again feeling sleepy or you are not at all up. You are just thinking, sleeping on the bed. And your alarm clock goes up again and it again reminds you to get out of bed. Don't snooze the button. Get up and stand as the alarm rings. Look out of the window. Do you see the bird fly? Did you see a dog? If you look out of the window, this will happen if it is very, very early dawn. Is it dawn? Or the sun is already up? So what time you had given you kept your alarm clock? So if it is before the sunrise, then it will be dawn. Or if it is intentionally has been kept at 7 or after 6:30, then it will be sunrise, almost sunrise here in India, right? Smell the morning air. Take a deep breath. No matter what time it is, because you have just woken up, it is a fresh morning for you. Accept yourself all the time. Smell the air because you have woken up, The morning is beautiful. Practice positive self-talk. No matter what, today, just now, you will practice self-talk. You will praise yourself. Get up and stand as the alarm rings. Look out of the window. Do you see a bird fly? Did you see a dog? Is it dawn? Or the sun is already up? Smell the morning air. Take a deep breath. Stay on a regular schedule. Today, whatever schedule you has been pursuing last few days, or which is your usual schedule, just stick to that. Don't make any abrupt change just at once. Your mind will take some time to get habituated to a new habit, your new determination, and your new mind, right? A 30 minutes jogging wherever you are standing. That is how you start, right? This is a new thing that you have just introduced along with your whatever morning schedule used to be there. Now it will be 30 minutes jogging, which means you jog about 1200 times at wherever you're standing. Can you do that? You can start with 300 jogging, of course. Not 30 minutes, it can be 3 minutes jogging as well, right? So make sure that you are not sleepy at the end of the jogging anymore. Just close to the bed. Give yourself an hour for workout. Do a 15 minutes meditation after the jogging is done. This is the exercise you are thinking to be doing. You do, and then you do a 15 minutes meditation. The above can be a morning round around the society or nearby park. If you are living in a society, then maybe you would like to go out and do the jogging, right? Around the society you can do, or you can do in a nearby park. Waking up in time is the most difficult task. Keep the first 15 minutes in mind, right? Keep the first 15 minutes, which is the most difficult times when you need to be determined to get up and do this task. Breakfast is the key. Breakfast has to be king size, and it has to have as many varieties as possible. Fruits, raw food, protein, juice, etc. Eggs for sure. Fiber is at the core, energy next. Company of a family member. This is desirable. This is very, very desirable. So when you are getting to a routine, you may be likely to tend to a very stiff kind of person. Don't be. Just allow the other person to be part of your life as well. Sip the tea together. Morning tea or coffee has to be leisurely. Take time to sip the tea so that the other person feels to be attended to, right? Have a morning routine. What between waking up and setting off to work? It is at least 3 hours of time, right? Listen to the strangest secret or chant Om. Make your bed, exercise, journal, read a book. This is what I do. And this is most of the leaders do. They start with a listening exercise, then they do a real exercise. Because we are Indians, we also conclude our exercise with a little meditation and then chanting of Om. And when we are finally out of the bed, we make our bed, we do some journaling and read a little. Make a to-do list then and there, because when you are journaling, you are doing the entire summary of the day, right? How your day would be. So when you start your day, you can visualize how your day would be. Do that. Make a to-do list. Talk to spouse. Create that time. Review budget. This might be the topic when you are with your spouse. So do that. Work together on a side hustle. Help making the breakfast. You can help your spouse in making the breakfast. Record the first morning victory. Rise up in victory. So what can be the first victory? Each task completed is a victory. There is a spelling mistake here. So whatever task you have just completed, you have woken up in time is a task, and you have just completed it. You have completed exercise, that is another. You have completed a journal, that is another. Whatever you have thought of accomplishing this morning, if you have accomplished, it is a victory. A morning conquered, added knowledge because you have read something. Connect to the spouse, parents, children because you have made time for them as well. Knowing exactly what to do today. In time, have time. Design a chill attitude. You see the picture. She has a lot of to-do list, but she doesn't feel like starting at it. So chill. Even then, you already have a smart goal, right? This lady, she already has a smart goal and she has a to-do list. Now you have a matching to-do list for the day. Start with the easiest one. If you try out with the most difficult one, maybe you will put off. So try with the easiest one. It will take you 10 minutes max to get done. Put the starting time after an hour. If you are not feeling like starting the work right now, you can put the starting time to an hour later. But stick to it. Open the kurkure packet like she is doing. Happy munching till that time, that decided time of yours. Reward yourself. Once you are done with that task, reward yourself. Think what reward you would like for yourself. Would you like flowers? I like fountain pens. I love simple, comfortable, smart dresses. I love relaxing silently. I want to sit with myself. I love making videos for my YouTube, for you, for everybody to watch. And with just any thought, whatever thought comes, I just record it. So whatever thought is coming to my mind, I'm recording it. Love watching evening meetings of the birds. Have you observed that the birds, when they return to their nests in the evening, they actually congregate and they make a lot of sound as if they are in a meeting. So watch that if possible. If there is a tree nearby your house, your flat, you can easily watch this sitting on the balcony. So that is something of a great blessing to have in your life. Write letters of appreciation to self. This is one form of rewarding oneself. So dear self, I don't need some or little conversation hurts to let you know that how amazing you are today and for the rest of my days. I choose to love you, to cherish you, and to accept you just the way you are. Love. You know, the way you are is the greatest blessing that the world has. Now, procrastination is a habit that you can do away with. But even if you have it, then make the most of it. If you are procrastinating because you want to energize yourself, you want to refurbish and recharge yourself, then it is fine, right? Track your progress. If you have read 2 books, after some time, say after a 7 weeks time, you might have read 4 books, and it is multiplied. Did you break the goals the way I am doing it here? So you have to put your goals. Book reading, suppose, for example, so you will read 2 books in, say, in this week. Next week, you will be reading, say, 4 books. That is tracking the progress, right? And exercise continued for about 30 seconds more is a victory and can be termed as process. So if you have started your exercise already and you are doing it for 1 minute, and if you have started to do it for 30 seconds more, like say 1 minute and 30 seconds this week, then that is also a victory. As I am saying, it is not all the 30 minutes in the beginning. It has to start with 30 seconds in the beginning. So start 30 seconds and continue for 30 seconds. That is a victory. And if you are gradually increasing it, that is also a victory. And that is a progress. Write a work done description. Write a feel good description. These are the description you will write for yourself in the journal. That how are you feeling now? How do you feel now? One goal done is a story, somebody else's inspiration. How you have overcome that doing nothing, waking up late, and then thinking about it, repenting why you didn't get up in the morning. 2, a person, becoming a person where you have started exercising, doing it regularly is a victory, and this is a turnaround story. And this might inspire somebody. Make small progress. That is what I told you. The importance of small steps. A small progress is progress still. Small progress is better than no progress. Progress is progress, no matter how small. A small change each day adds to a big result. Progress 0.00001 more will create an upward graph. It will not be a graph, not be a horizontal graph anymore. It will go step over. Consistency is the key. Make sure that you are every day making that progress, then only the graph will go upward. Otherwise, it will go like, say, up, and then if you are stuck, it will come down, right? Make sure. Work on one project at a time, right? People talk about multitasking, several tasks at the same time. Even computer is multitasker, but it is not a multitasker. It actually assigns a split second to one task, then it goes to another task, and then it goes to another. So the goal is multiple projects, one focus at each stage at a time. That is what here it is being shown. Multitasking is a myth. It may cause burnout because you are doing too many things at one time. And if you are talking about multitasking, 15% of point A, 35% of point B, and 50% of point C, if you are doing simultaneously, it doesn't make 100%. It doesn't make a perfect work of anything. Know that. Tough distractions feed focus. Every multitasking situation is a distraction. Please realize that. Document, prioritize, and complete. Even if you have to do many things together to achieve the deadline, what you can do is document. Just make prioritization and complete the entire task one by another. Find personalities to emulate. Of course, many people will tell you that it is not good to emulate, not to follow anybody, but when we feel lost, we look for directions. So look for those who are naturally happy, who automatically touch your heart, who smile like a child. Start smiling, just smile. If you have started feeling happy, let go all other botheration. Just feel happy. Even if you are thinking, if you are procrastinating, but still you are happy, then don't think about procrastination at that moment. Just be happy. Happiness is much more important than procrastination. But if you are procrastinating for long, you won't have any chance to be happy. So that is why we are thinking of procrastination, overcoming procrastination. Keep your thoughts simple. Thought explaining thoughts. So when we are thinking, we explain our thoughts with thoughts. Unclutter your mind. Recognize the first thought. Respond according to that. React not, even if there is a jerk in response. So sometimes many thoughts will come. Your thought, somebody else's thought, you are thinking about anybody else's thought, then you are reading something, that thought, right? Accept, respond. Just get slow. Complex thinking forgets to see the obvious situation. If you, like say, make your mind cluttered with many thought process, then the most simple thing will not appear to you. Think positively. Listen to upbeat music if you are feeling frustrated, and if you are procrastinating and frustrated because of that, then listen to upbeat music. The soul needs moving upward. Indian classic, binaural music, chanting, just singing with the beats, anything will do. Recharging the self is essential. It induces action and recurring action. Find your mantra, self-acceptance. So there are many mantras here as written. I'm strong because I know my weaknesses. I'm beautiful because I'm aware of my flaws. I'm fearless because I learn to recognize illusion from real. I'm wise because I learn from mistakes. I'm a lovely person because I have felt hate, and I can laugh because I have known sadness. So flaunting, accepting, correcting, giving always. I let go and smile. Things of, think of things that energize you. If you stumble, make it part of the dance. Make procrastination the strongest point in your character. How you will do that? How? Procrastinate every third day. It is your off day. It is the cheat day. Cheat 1% in the most tasking task. If you want to cheat, procrastinate in everything that you do, just do 1%. That is what you cheat. That is allowable. Final thought. Why is procrastination required? What is difficult about this particular task? Think about that. Procrastination remedies. So these are the 5 things that we have outlined. Out of that, we just have touched upon the first one, finding motivation. So these are the 20 action steps with which we can find motivation. We can start out with dealing with our procrastination. Now, allow me to introduce the curriculum, right? So it is called the Leadership Growth Blueprint, wherein you will be the person you are meant to be, stand out in a crowd. Being a person of solution, be the one you need to be. Be your future being, persistence and influence, sought after, irrepressible. So in day 1, we have certain curriculum, why resourceful influencing is necessary for you. creating vision and mission statement, self-reflection, achievement and guilt, developing the mindset of an empath, goal setting exercise, finding a niche, right? And these are the various topics. In triplet, we will deal with this, which is comply, repeat, choose a piece, chart. These are the processes with which usually we will cultivate the resourceful full influencing, in which there is this strength, growth, influence, and transition are the four aspects of resourceful influencing, and how we can become resourceful with each of the topic, thinking about this topic and according to our perception, action, habits, and attitude. That is how we will conquer our own strength. We will know our strength, and we will discover more about yourself, enjoy the present work, because this is the basis. No, if you don't enjoy your present work, you are not going to enjoy anything in future, because you will not get time to transition from this phase, this present phase, to the future self, to the future phase. That is why you need to enjoy the present, whatever is there. So take baby steps, keep educating yourself. It's enough, you are enough, then maybe you have to sacrifice your leisure a bit, action over exercises. So these are the lessons that we'll be studying in detail. Then in day 2, we will learn how to turn a negative story into positive. Then we will do situational analysis. Then we'll set a positive intention, ultimate identity, and decision making, right? For that also, again, we will study in detail in triplets. These are the discussion in triplets, which is bloom, become, believe, influence, inspire, inspect, expand, exemplify, execute, give, guide, grow, honor, handhold, hustle, right? Then day 3, we'll create a mindset document, then setting a continuous practice. We'll do getting to an enterprising hub, rewarding self, listening exercise, and creating a success blueprint. And we will do influence again in triplets. These are the day 3 curriculum. Then we do periodical self-analysis in our weekly calls, in which we'll deal with shifting paradigm, mindset for greener opportunities, find your vision and decide your version, taking action right away, money management talks, and take a stand and stand by it, and constructive exchange to improve. What are all these? These are part of our weekly calls, right? Many people have come up with so many things, and maybe we can define ourselves, each one, wherever we are feeling problem, and start developing that. This is a goal tracker that I had designed for myself. You have to set a goal, and this goal tracker has been set to March 28, when I'll be achieving my goal of impacting 1 billion lives in 139 countries, and with $1 billion enterprise. You know, the way I am thinking, it might not happen the same way, because I have started seeing the result. You know, already United States is 50 countries, right? Australia also is a continent with, we can take it as one country as well. New Zealand, India, and Germany. These are the six places from where people have started taking like say reckoning of the work that I'm doing. The 5 bonuses are the internal patterns. Permit yourself to dream, higher self-esteem, loser to winner and achiever, victory over change, comfort zone syndrome, natural abilities, core competencies, touch base with your strengths at the moment of despair, seva, give. Then the second bonus is mindfulness, wherein we will study about the thought process that governs all our actions, belief systems, and behavior patterns, rewrite our story, craft our commitments, clarify the priorities, and all these things will be here. Process versus results. This is where you will track yourself, make it possible in time, maintain high standards, being interested, manage time by delegating, which my colleagues volunteer to undertake. Your colleagues will come forward to undertake once you change your life pattern, your mindset. Musings about life lessons without any utterances. You just muse, you don't utter, but you formulate them, milestones as a result of the process. Process is very, very important. Then delegate appropriate, transitional shift. This is the most important aspect of the course, although this is a bonus, but this is the aspect you need to focus most, because this is where the other person, it is not anymore you, as the other person comes in, which is why they you need to know, am I a thought leader? See, these are the questions all the thought leaders have asked over a period of time. They are bothered about workplace issues, which is why they are stuck. So this is meant to be a transitional shift. Transformational shift happens when you are always on the edge. You are a person of change. You are a person ready to change. You are a person very flexible. You are just ready to be a global leader. You are not fixed to any mindset and any process and anything. No matter whatever happens, it always happens for your good, and you take advantage of whatever that might be happening. So now, have you found a reason to be associated with me? So here is what value you are getting. With the internal pattern, reinforcement of your values happen. Delegate appropriate means grow confidence. Installation happens. Process versus result, uniqueness and potential. And this is the entire price range. So every course is as good as the main course, and it is valued at 9,999. And of course, I'll give you a crazy offer at the end of this course. Let us see what all you will get. Ultimately, it will be small shifts, daily success stories, worry-free life, career victories. This is you are going to get as a result of this. What is the ultimate result? And the first week you will get finding your niche area, decide if you are doing what you like. Result 2 week, making the mindset document, know the person you are at the moment. Winning trust of seniors, result 3rd week. 4th week is winning trust of peers now. 5th week is goal setting. 6th week is dream tracking. You will have a planning for your dream. 6th week is the result. Turning a negative story to positive instantly. 8th week will be it will be continuing, because it is a difficult task. We'll continue with in the 8th week also with the same exercise. This is most essential also. And in the 9th week, reinforcement of positive thought processes, shifting paradigm, attitude and perception, the same shifting paradigm with habit and action. In the 10th week, we'll have habit reduction. The 11th week will have creating a success blueprint. By this time, you may already resolve issues and have the possibilities of workplace. Then 11th is creating a success blueprint. 12th week is confidence installation, proactive, not reactive. Then in the 13th week, it will be mindfulness, empathy. And 14th week, this will be transitioning to an enterprise. The mindset will be set, although you will not be setting a this thing. So it is not about thinking about the others and thinking that the other person is bad. If you are very, very interested to see what is burai, then you can see yourself in a mirror rather than using a thing. So now today's offer, it is just 4,999, and you can use this link to pay this. And if you have any kind of question right now, we can take it up, right? Yeah. So if there is a question, we can just get into our questioning session. I have just stopped the thing and we can get ahead.